So after all the craziness that's been going on for the past few weeks, I finally got time to rest. The Summer League is officially over. The entire Summer League, all of those teams, they took their break. Now they're going to find their way into the NBA draft sometime soon. And since then, Darin Dawson decided to go ahead and take a break for right now, since then. And apparently, he's been sitting in the house ever since. Until then, there's nothing else left to do. He was in his house, he was relaxing, and everything went straight from there. And then the next day, early in the morning, he took his time to go on a flight all the way outside the city just so he can meet the rest of the people that wanted to call him. There's so many people buzzing his notifications on Twitter, on all of his social medias. He was just out there. He decided to go ahead and just take a quick time and try to go out on a simple flight. And afterwards, while he was on a flight to California to be out there meeting some people on the way before his entrance to the Jack Combine, he's been going through stuff, and already the cloud guard is calling him like, oh, he said something about, hey, ESPN SportsCenter wanted to meet you real quick for an interview on the phone. And he was like, okay, yeah, I'll be there in the studio, right quick. Well, actually, I'll be at the hotel because I had like a 5-night stay before the Jack Combine. So therefore, he took the time to join ESPN and the rest of the SportsCenter crew. Hello there, and welcome to SportsCenter. So glad that you can join us officially here on your road trip to California. And while that, we have a few set of questions to ask you. Just simply, let's start this off first. How does it feel ending the Summer League series apparently on a high note, despite you having to be, an NBA superstar? But, in fact, just take a quick moment to think about how you feel since the Summer League is officially over at the time, since the NBA season is about to start in a month or so. And obviously, we're going to pick everything up back towards where we first began, actually. Yeah, man, it's looking good so far here in California. You know what I mean? Despite being here for quite some time now, ever since I was a kid, I do feel quite honorable being in the NBA draft. And obviously, being invited to the NBA draft combine is an absolute good feeling. And I wish everybody, me and the other best rookies, the best of luck to them for making it into the NBA one day, where we get a chance to enter the league. You know what I'm saying? And basically, I do have a humble feeling about this so far ever since. Hey, nice to hear that. Nice to hear that. Anyway, next question, because I don't want to rush you, but when you actually get into the NBA, let's say what actually happened when you make it to the league officially. When you meet some teammates, for example, Anthony Davis or superstar LeBron James and everything, what would you rather say to them when you first meet those guys face to face in person? Apparently, when you first step on the court, more than you do off the court. It's honestly a personal question, a critique question to this per se. Yeah, I really don't have a problem with those guys at all, honestly. Apparently, I did meet a few of those guys out the court during the Summer League. They did see me. I did play with a few people that I've been knowing. For example, Kawhi Leonard, I've been playing with him. Anthony Davis, I've been knowing him. He was on my Mamba Sports Academy team as well. So we're pretty much good teammates, all three of us. But in the NBA, though, when I first see them, apparently when I first hop on a jersey, it's not going to be... it'll be more of a good feeling, to be honest with you. And to be fair, quite honestly, I don't have anything about that much to say. But if I do meet LeBron in person, especially, even on the phone or anything, when we talk to each other in general, then it'll be more than a good feeling, Just don't know what to say at that point. It's just how I feel when I meet those people. And one more question, since you're obviously ahead of your flight. One more question. So, what do you think, or what do you know at this point? Let's just say that. What do you know about being in the NBA? Is it going to be tough for you? Is it going to be easy? Is it going to be in between? Just what do you think was going to happen when you make it to the championship, like the playoffs and the Western Conference Finals, the Eastern Conference Finals, and the NBA Finals? You can win that trophy and put that in your hands. Now, just any particular experience for your point of view. Honestly, man, it somewhat depends, low-key. It do depend on the situation I'm going through on the court and the situation that I've been going on off the court as well. So I can't really say it's going to be either easy or hard or even in between. I just haven't gotten started yet, but when I will get into the league, I'll let everybody know how it feels like. And when we get to the playoffs especially, I'll take my team all the way. I'll try to take my team all the way as much as I can to begin with, and apparently I wanted to get everybody involved, especially my teammates, my coaches, my staff, my GM, my assistant coaches, everybody in the organization, to whatever team I go into, get also involved with myself as well. But to be quite honest, being the team leader is not that bad. Well, I bet we'll figure out sooner or later, you know what I mean? But anyway, yeah, we do appreciate it, and we honestly wish the best of luck for you in the NBA draft. Hope you get drafted around the first overall pick or on the top 5, top 10 picks maybe. But you are a future NBA superstar sensation. I'll give you credit for that one. But yeah, thank you, and I enjoy your time, and thank you for being here. No problem at all. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you guys inviting me here for my first time. So after all that happened, basically, and Darin Dawson actually had a good time there. I'm not gonna lie, he had a good time with the ESPN interview and stuff. And the next thing you know, LeBron himself actually hit him up. Darin Dawson didn't even know it was him at first. He thought it was just a random person acting like LeBron, but no, LeBron confirmed it was actually him. And he's talking about, yo, I just saw you on ESPN earlier. And he said, oh, well, what's up, man? What's going on? And apparently LeBron and him had a long conversation together. And all of a sudden, they were good friends. They had a friendship. They had a good relationship together. And then all of a sudden, a few days before the draft started, the draft combine that is,
his motivation.
He actually met LeBron in person.
Monday?
That's right. He went to the plane. Got a little bit of a pep talk with LeBron James.
NBA 2K players
he gathered every single deeper inside information, completely in depth from LeBron himself. He listened to every single word
I have heard
that came from him. He took every single advice there were. Now, after that plane ride, he decided to go ahead and go back to his hotel. And the next thing you know, his coach actually called him saying that, Darin, it's almost game time. You need to get ready. And the next day, the NBA draft combine started happening. And this is where it all began for the final time before he ends up finding his own hometown team to be landing with soon in the NBA. Alright, the big moment is here. The big time moment is finally here. Darin Dawson's first ever scrimmage game in the NBA Draft Combine. This is a game that marks the actual game itself that can literally prove to scouts. This is actually his time to show to scouts what he is truly made of to be in the NBA. Looking at Team Combine Team B, this is actually Darin's team right now. He is the team captain, the team leader. And look how much talent he got so far. Basically all 80 overalls or 70 overalls. Don't really matter because Darin's going to take the team all the way to another victory. Looking towards the opponents on Team Combine Team A. He got lots of other talent on the other side as well. Cannot front. But we already know what's going to happen at the end of the day. Darin Dawson is literally going to take the W for the day. He is going to take the dub, take the victory, take home the opportunity to be the first overall pick in the NBA draft itself. Can he do it? I know it's sounding a little biased right now, but can he really do it? Just think about it. Can he really do it? Right now, it's that time to see if Darin has what it takes. And this is a team in general, the starting lineups for both Team Combine Team A and B. This is what we're going to run with. So right off the bat, we get the ball first, and that person literally scored first, the first possession. So right now it's 2-0. Like I said, we're going to put this game away to sleep. As you guys can see, this dude is literally getting clamped, and already with his first steal, cherry picking, Dawson doing a huge fadeaway with a mid-range shot. I'll give him that. But at the same time, when double teaming these guys, we're literally locking everybody up. We're literally locking everybody up right now. It's 4-0 so far. And Darin Dawson's gathering the lead with a huge dunk. And look at them trying to go ahead and do a pick and roll screen. Okay, we're reading that screen. And he also reads that steal off the pocket and passes to his absolute teammates. Getting an M1 in the clutch. Now, as you guys can see, as you guys see right there, he stole the ball, as usual. But guys, I forgot to tell you this. Unfortunately, this game doesn't have any much footage. I know, you guys hate to see it. This game right here don't have any much footage to begin with, because I didn't really record the entire draft combine game. But this is all we're going to see right here. We're still going to see a little bit of action here from Darin Dawson himself. Is that not cap or what? Is that not cap or what? All I know is he puts the game right to sleep. Now, as you guys can see, they did score. And apparently, moving on, of course, there's a pick and roll screen going on. This could be at least his final game before entering the draft for the next season. This is how he's going to prepare himself. Frequently. This is how he's going to prepare himself. Looking at the clamps. Setting the screen. What do you know? He steals the ball. And he goes away with the slam. Trying to go Jordan on him. So after this clip right here, look at this guy. This guy is still clamping him. How is it possible? This guy is literally clamping him. Literally clamping everybody right now. But at the same time, this is the last and final clip I got of him in 2K20. Period. After this, there's no more Darin Dawson for the rest of the year of 2K20. Like I said, this is his draft combine game. He's going to prove to scouts who he is really worth. And in this game, I can honestly tell already. I can guarantee you tell and assume. He has already proven to scouts just by looking at it. And here's his final score. So there it is, the closing chapter. Though we are officially not done yet, despite this being the final video of Darin Dawson grinding his way to the top, but we have another special video ahead of you, which will indeed be the final episode of the series. You'll see soon. You'll see indeed. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the series as much as I did. I know it didn't do well, but we always had to grind on top, don't we? And Darin Dawson did just that, and proved to scouts towards where he was. And he is guaranteed an NBA draft pick. He was invited to the NBA draft. You will see exactly what I mean.